Hilton O'Neill looks around the center before him at the poor souls waiting to enter and the guards that keep this place safe. Brandishing their weapons in their hands, they look anxiously towards the heavily sweating man wearing a wolf skull on his head. Hilton has been exposed to the very thing he was meant to eliminate. All it took was a moment, and now his life is in danger. Perhaps this place could have what he needs to be able to survive, but if not here, then he will need to search elsewhere. There is no stopping, there is no resting. If Hilton, but for a moment, lays his head down, he may never raise it again, unless he won't, with his mind still intact. Kia ora, Legionnaires, Rycon here, and welcome back to Cataclysm Dark Days Ahead, and to our short survival series, where first of all, I would like to apologize. This whole series was meant to take place on 0.G, the most recent stable version of Cataclysm. However, this is 0.H still. For some reason, the launcher had not received the 0.G update. Now, it might be an out-of-date launcher, so I will have to look into that when it comes to the stable version. So, our next character will be taking place in a 0.G world, and I'll try and use the same world settings. But for Hilton here, well, let's see what we can do, as I believe this is the dock here, Gatsu. So, Gatsu, is there anything that you can do? Can we trade for supplies? That isn't going to happen. Unfortunately, they can't sell anything to us. Yeah. So the doctor ain't gonna help us. However, in saying that, Smokes over here, who usually is Smokes, yet Smokes the merchant, perhaps there is a chance that we might be able to trade for something here. We are looking for fungicide. That is what we need. It's very unlikely there will be any here at all. I mean, commercial fertilizer, but no, that's the opposite of what we need. No, we are looking for fungicide, and unfortunately, I don't think that, no. And we're not going to get any further into this place either, but I think it still makes sense that he came here hoping that he might be able to find something. So, going off of that, what are our options from this point here? So there are a few different places where we can potentially find fungicide. In some hardware stores, we might be able to find some because it can be used to treat certain types of plants. Vet clinics can also potentially be somewhere that we want to have a look at, and also pet supply stores, which there is one right on the outskirts here. So that's a pretty easy one for us to try and get to, and something that I think is going to be the one that we're going to give a decent shot at. But when it comes to like the home improvement stores and whatnot, let's just see what we have. That is a home improvement store. Home improvement, though, is different from like the hardware stores. So yeah, there's still a chance that we might be able to find something there. I think the thing is, though, failing all of that, Hilton's just going to go buck wild. He's going to complete his mission one way or the other, but he still has a chance to survive this. But I think at some point, he is going to be too far gone. He is in a distressing amount of pain right now, so we're going to go light up a joint, and we are going to have a look and see what we have available to us. Painkiller-wise, morphine. I mean, maybe, if it comes to it, but no. The antibiotics, I don't think are going to help us here, but we're going to take some just in case, because I feel like he would be trying pretty much everything and anything. We're also going to take 4 aspirin, and then we're going to go and knock back the dark cola and the grape drink that we've got. Okay, and then let's reverse this thing on out of here. And I think we should be able to reverse pretty much the entire way here. Just puffing on that joint, my friend. Okay, oh, that's amigo. That's not cool. That's not cool at all. Let's get away from that thing. All right, it's fine. The pickup truck is kind of just holding together. So we know where we want to go. Let's try and make it over towards there. Ideally, we try and follow the path that we know to be at least a little bit safer. We are going to be getting a little bit cold because of the wind that is blowing in through our zero windshield. Hilton, a cold right now. That's the least of your concerns. So stepping on the gas here, we are cruising along this field. We're seeing a zapper zombie in the distance, and we're actually getting pretty close to that pet supply store now. So we want to start to slow this vehicle down a little bit. I think we can actually see the back of the pet supply store there, because we've got this house, and then we have the supply store just hanging out there. So we want to get the car relatively close so that we can get into it quickly. Let's stop driving. We're going to leave that door open for now. We can see a Rottweiler. 2 Rottweilers. Okay, so we'll go around the front. Remembering, of course, that we set this place alight. So really, all the noise, all the activity should be kind of over towards there right now. Okay, all right. We've had a little bit of smashing. So let's take out the assault rifle. We'll go and put our earplugs in, because I think there's probably a strong chance that we are going to end up shooting our weapon here. Potentially. Well, I say that, yeah, no, it's a definite now. The skeletal dog is going to be far more difficult for us to shoot, but I think we're just going to have to do it. It's either that or we try and outpace it. It is slower than us, so let's try and see if we can just lead it away for now. Hello, skeletal dog. Where are you going? It might have actually just trying to go across the street. We've just vomited a thick grey goop, so we can't really afford to screw about here. Okay, so let's let the darkness be our friend. Oh, there's a border collie just hanging out in here. Okay, all right, so we're not able to hear much. What do we have over here? An aquarium. That's cool. Lots of dog foods and stuff like that. Another aquarium. Okay, some bird food. Pet pack. We can carry a pet on our back. We're also spotted a zombie dog. Okay, over by the fire. That's all right. Let's have a look again. Okay, nothing yet. Leather dog harness and another aquarium. Okay, so medication, you might assume, won't be like directly out there, but we may be able to find something back here potentially. I mean, there's a first aid kit, so we'll have a look at that. Crack it open. Take the bandages out, the gauze. We are going to take the aspirin. I think we're doing okay for antiseptic at the moment. We will have a quick look and see. We could do with some more, I think. We've got 13 currently, but we'll take another bottle with us. Okay. All right. Now, the dogs are kind of to the north. All right. There's a peephole on that door, so I guess it's to check before you open it. There's a soap bar. Damn. Nothing. Okay, so we mark that as explored. There's another pet supply store here as well. So a vet clinic is like another place that might potentially have... Nope, no vets. No vets. Okay, that's fine. Home improvement store. I don't think that we've fully checked out that home improvement store. I'm just wanting to have a look kind of up towards the north here. I know that there was another doctor's office around, but the problem is we're just not going to be able to get into it, at least not very easily. We'll see what else is on the outskirts, what just some of these other special buildings are. Pet supply store, and I think there's another one over here as well. No, it's a candy shop. Well, that's nice, but not so nice for us. Pharmacy. Yeah. That's the big one. Okay, and there's another pharmacy there as well. Maybe we just try and go up towards Huntington. Maybe we actually stand a better chance if we go all the way up there. It's safer than driving into Winchester right now. I think we just drive over towards the prison, over that bridge, up and beyond. Okay, so let's go take those earplugs out. We'll still keep our gun in hand, because that's the safest thing for us to do right now. We'll just check this vehicle real quick and see what condition it's in. The controls are completely damaged. Obviously, if we can swap our pickup truck for something else along the road while we are driving, we should probably do that. We'll keep that in mind. For now, though, we are just going to accelerate quickly towards a bush, avoiding boulders wherever we can. Let's try and reconnect with that road. Wow, we are seeing a very, very narrow amount of the environment around us right now. It is a clear night, so the fact that we're not seeing much at all is concerning. Our perception is okay, but we should be able to see way further than we are seeing right now. That is very, very concerning. It's okay. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Let's just head north. Oh, okay, that's a water strider. Sorry, water strider. And now we are actually going into the unknown, so we are going to turn our flashlight on, our headlamp, because we don't actually have headlights on this thing anymore. As you might imagine, they are a thing of the past. So we are kind of driving along a road that we are unfamiliar with. There is like a small possibility that the Last Man on Earth shelter may have some of the supplies that we need and want, but it's very, very unlikely. So looking at this, I think maybe the best route for us to go is along the east of Huntington here, along this main road, and then does that go the whole way through? I don't think it does. So maybe going along the west is better. So that means driving along the fields for a lot of this here. Now, the luxury RV is over there, but we really wrecked that. So I think we'll probably stick with what we've got. I'm just hoping that we're going to discover another vehicle along the way. We will see, hey? Okay, going past the old farm, all is well. We can turn our light off in this area here. The reason we can do that is we remember the area around us. It does mean that we might fly into something at high speeds though. Something that would have shifted its position, so a zombie or some other kind of creature. Wow, our sight is just terrible. Really, really bad in the dark. Okay, nah, we're just gonna keep it on for now, for safety's sake. Hey, it's the RV. Okay, I mean, like, it's in pretty bad condition, but it's in pretty bad condition. Did we leave much behind that we'd actually want to bring with us? I mean, let's have a look. I think it's probably still worth us checking out, seeing what we have left here. The compound bow, quilt. I mean, there's food here. We also have the wood axe. We have a fire axe. That is a much better weapon, a much better tool. Well, I say that we have the fire axe. I actually don't know if we do. No. No, we do not. So let's grab that wood axe. Thank you. We'll put that back into our inventory. And I don't know if we want to drink anything right now. I don't think we do. There's 1% diesel in there. That ain't gonna help us. Okay, so back into the actual driver's seat. Oh boy, it's fine. It started up fine. It was always gonna start up. Don't you worry about a thing. Okay, so yeah, we're gonna continue past the dump here. Danger. Oh, because it was inhabited, of course. So yeah, we will do this all cautiously as much as we can. It's still pretty early tonight. Oh, those are oversized crows descending from the sky, swooping down, trying to fight their way inside the very fast vehicle of Hilton. Steadying his nerves as best he can, he takes off into the night, leaving them behind. We've gotten far too far to the west, so we're going to turn around back towards the east, keeping the head torch on still, avoiding the dangers in the dark. But it does look like we're kind of going into unknown territory now. Okay, that's fine. Let's keep our wits about us. Okay, we can see the very first markers of the town, and there is a roadblock. A universal curfew is in effect. That's a military roadblock over there. Okay, that's going to draw in a lot of attention. We are still going to need our light on because navigating the streets that we don't know is going to be next to impossible for us to do. Well, now how about this? We could also just approach on foot. That's not a terrible option for us to look at here because we could always go through the woods. So let's lure the dead away for the moment. We're going to turn our vehicle, and I think we're just going to try and park up here for now. So we'll say, stop driving. We'll turn off that. We cannot see anything at the moment. Apparently, it is very clear, but clearly, we cannot see that well. I have no doubt in my mind that we are going to need to use our weapon to clear out the dead here. We're just going to start trying to wander through here. We're going to make sure that safe mode is on while we do this. Time is not on our side. If it was, we would want to rest. We'd want to get our torso all nice and healed before we attempted to do anything like this, but there is a ticking clock right now. And every time we vomit up more of that grey goop, the closer we get to that clock hitting 12. Okay, so we're nearly through this block of the woods. Once we get out the other side, we're going to be able to move a little bit freer. Okay, so we need to be listening out for moans, groans, activity around us. We shouldn't just walk into one of the dead here, but that can happen. That can happen. So it's pretty much directly to the northeast now. So we'll start getting closer. If it does look like we're going to be getting into like a big firefight, we'll turn on our headlamp and we'll also turn on, or rather put in, our earplugs. Okay, so we can get some elevation here. That's good to know. I don't know what kind of structure we are dealing with here exactly. Okay, pharmacy is directly across the road. I'm half tempted just to run for it. How do we want to manage the dead around here? Okay, well, we are going to start to run. Okay, we've been grabbed by a decayed zombie. Okay, maybe we actually just try and clear the area. We cannot, okay, we have to, let's just, yeah, we have to wear it. Shoot, that's going to take a time. Okay, climb to the north. Oh, we get up there just in time. Turning on our light, we can see 2 zombies. There are going to be more than just that. Okay, let's get those earplugs in. It's going to start getting, wild. Okay, gun in hand, let's fire. We're going to go precise. Okay, arterial bleeding, precise shot there. Awesome, got it in 1. Another zombie has shown up. Precise shot there. Excellent. The other one dies. Let's have a look at that. Heavy bleeding torso. Go for another precise shot, thank you. That's enough to take it out. A tough zombie rounds the corner. Okay, 40 damage to you. Minor bleeding. We'll follow it up with another shot. That should be enough. You'll be dead in a moment or two. Now, I guess we don't want them to destroy the downspout here, but I think that may have already happened. So let's round the corner, because that seems to be where they're coming from. We're already not seeing the downspout there, so that's not a great sign. Okay, 52 damage. That's much better. Okay, we're liking this. We're liking the amount of damage that we are doing here. We're also able to see a lot more of what's going on down beneath us right now. Oh! Would you look at that? There's actually a freaking ladder here. Okay, all right, we've got another zombie that's down here now. We did. Okay, a little difficult to see them, it seems. So they must be, okay, so here's probably what's happening, is that they're in a store right now. Yeah. Zombie medic? Ooh. I mean, you could have some good stuff, potentially. We'll just kind of try and wait until you perish, and then see if we can make out what's on your body. We'll try and shoot you one more time. Awesome. Zombie child is here. We'll take a shot towards you. I think that worked. Heavy arterial on you. The brainless zombie, 79 damage. Very, very nice. It shouldn't be long before that one bleeds out. The zombie child will try and shoot again. A headshot is enough to do it. Okay. And we'll just try and see if we can wait you out. Okay, so the zombie medic is down. They have a syringe on them. Difficult to see what else there is there. Can we look on the other level here? Because we're only seeing what's up top. You know, I think it's very unlikely that they're actually going to have what we need, but you never know. You never know. Eventually, the dead will stop coming for us because they can only hear from, you know, so far away. Heavy arterial, so you're going to bleed out. That's great. We've got another one that showed up to the party. Another brainless zombie here, 78 damage, very nice. Let's go and top off that magazine. Just ignoring those that are beneath us for now as we take yet another shot and another over here. Heavy arterial on both of them, so we just wait them out. Let the bullets bleed them as we vomit more thick grey goop. What are we on top of? It's a thrift store. I don't think a thrift store is going to have what we want. There are some military soldiers down here that seem to be held up in this apartment tower. That's good to know. Let's just make our way along this gutter for the moment. We can see into this house across the way from us here. Let's just peek down the ladder. I mean, so far so good. We're pretty thirsty right now, but I don't think we have anything to drink. Yep, no. Okay, we go down the ladder. Let's just have a look at the thrift store. Okay, so we're not surprised to see some dead there. kind of expected. We will clear them out though, because this isn't really going to be making any additional noise. Take another careful shot on you, careful shot on you, one on you, and we'll try and do the same here. All right, now we need to go towards the ladder. So let's have a look. Heavy arterial and just a regular bleeding torso. Okay, we might be able to get one more shot before we turn and go for the ladder here. Awesome, fantastic. We may not need to climb it. Let's just see. We could just try and wait you out. It's dangerous though. We don't really have a ton of stamina right now. Okay, yep, that was dangerous, but calculated. Okay, Kid is going to be harder for us to shoot. But as you might have noticed, we don't seem to care so much. And that's because Hilton actually is a psychopath. Yeah, okay, let's just catch our breath. Let's take a moment. If anything else comes for us, we'll be ready for it. Safe mode on. Catch your breath. A zombie child has been spotted. Okay, to the northeast. So, we will just start to steady up. We'll let them get much, much closer before we take our final shot. We want to make sure that it is a precise shot that we're taking here. We can see that we're not really getting a good aim until they get much, much closer to us. We're in a little bit of a pickle now. Just because we've got quite a few dead coming for us. We don't have a huge amount of stamina. We're just going to try and see if we can walk this out. We want to get back towards the ladder. We are going to have to turn and run this little bit here. Okay, that's a zombie dog. That's a bad thing to happen to us. So we're going to start to steady up on this one now. It is going to get closer. Okay, it reflects off of its hide. That's really unfortunate. Now, we do have a holster. We're going to draw out the SIG. We're going to drop the assault rifle for now. And we're going to try and see if we can very quickly get a regular aimed shot. 8 damage ain't going to cut it. But 17, that's better. A little bit more. Okay, that's good. We'll let the sidearm continue to do some work here. Try and see if we can slow this one down with a little bit of damage. Minor bleeding to the torso. Now the question is, did we just drop our rifle? We did. Okay, so we may need to try and go for our knife here, potentially. We'll get another shot off, 18 damage. That's good. Okay. All right, 23. We should be able to get another very quick shot here. Excellent. How many rounds do we have left? We've got 1 left in the chamber. Now we might be able to just pick up our rifle really quick if that's the option we want to go for. I think we holster this because it's a very quick action for us to do. We try and wield the rifle in time to be able to get one really solid shot off here. We've got a brainless zombie making its way around the corner. All right, I think we can follow this up with another shot before it gets in range. And we can. Excellent. Okay, so we've got a fat zombie and we also have a brainless zombie. Are we going to be able to get to the roof in time? Because we have to go the whole way around the building. Possibly. Let's round the corner. It's looking okay so far. We want to stop running. Okay. All right. We've got a zombie child that's between us and the ladder right now. So we want to turn our attention towards them and we are going to let them get much closer to us before we take the shot because all we need is one really good shot. They've gone into the bin. That sucks. Stop aiming. No. Okay. Come on. We need this to hit and we need to hit well. That's good. All right. Let's just keep going. Up the ladder we go. Fantastic stuff. Hilton. It's what we like to see. Now, a precise shot down towards you, sir. One more. Okay, now we find that brainless zombie and we take you out. Next thing we do is we turn off our light source. We go and catch our breath. We've spotted a SWAT zombie. Now, how have we spotted that SWAT zombie? It's because it's very close. It's also potentially inside the building. Okay, ignore that for the moment. Turn on our light source again. SWAT zombie may actually have some pretty decent stuff for us. Bad bleeding. Okay, having a look at you again. Heavy arterial. You will bleed out. I have predicted it. And so it is. Okay, let's go down here. We want to go slowly. We've still got a fair amount of stamina, so we should be good to do this. Brainless zombie is still here. Okay, so we'll look at steadying up our shot on you. It doesn't actually know that we're here yet, so we should be able to get a precise shot off, and it's dead. Okay, so is this the SWAT zombie here? No, this is them. Okay, so let's have a look. They don't actually have really anything good at all. The thrift store is very unlikely to have the fungicide that we need, but we'll have a look at some of the options here just to see if there's anything that really jumps out at me. We've got a survivor's note hidden in the cash register. We are quite thirsty, but we're unlikely to find any drinkable stuff here. We're going to leave these bodies unbashed for now because we have more important things to do with our time. We have an electronics store that's right next to us, but the pharmacy, that is what we are really after. We need to remember that we can run back if we need to. Okay, heading across the street, we're getting further away from our little safe space. Okay, I'm going to turn the light off now, which is a risk, but it's one that we're going to take. Okay, so we need to crack this open. Or we could try and check the back doors. That's an option as well. So let's go the back door route, ideally. We're also going to take out our earplugs, which is a risk. We can damage our hearing here, but it means that we're going to be more likely to hear something stumbling around in the dark. Okay, all right, we've got a downspout. Good to know. Okay, no back doors, huh? Damn it. Okay, so we need to hope that wood axe is going to be enough for us to pry one of these doors open. We don't have a tool to pry it. Can we not pry it with the axe? The answer is no. That is a bit of a problem for us. We don't have a pry tool right now. Are we likely to find a pry tool in one of the other buildings around here? Maybe, but it's unlikely. What we can do though is use that wood axe to try and smash down the door. And that, honestly, might be our only option right now. Haha, great. Now, Bash 15, is that the best bash tool that we have? It more than likely is. I'd be very, very surprised if we had something that was better at bashing. And no, the wood axe is going to be it. So, of course, it is alarmed. We should not be surprised. This door will break eventually. It's just a question of when. The answer is now. Okay, so let's get the rifle back in our hands because we just made a lot of noise and we may not have a lot of time here. So we're going to turn our light source on. Okay, lots of stuff, lots of things, many things. It doesn't look like there's anything. It may be in the back of the store. I am still going to go through individually and see if I see something that may treat our problem. I mean, there's anti-parasitic drugs. They're out the back. Okay, but I don't think that's going to help us. And that's everything. Okay, that's fine. Okay, let's continue moving for now. We'll turn that lights off for the moment. We are going to have to bash our way through this door as well. So we're just going to take a moment, get our breath back. We're going to wield that axe. We've had yet another alarm go off, but we are in. Okay, so we're going to grab what we can from the back here, things that I think may be useful to us going forwards. The stimulants, yes. The anti-parasitic drugs, yes, because who knows, maybe, just maybe, that may help us out. Because, I mean, hey, he's not going to exactly, but is it worth it? It's better than nothing, maybe, or could make the situation worse, for all we know. There is still one more door here, though, so perhaps there is a possibility there. We'll take the tramadol, we'll take the antidepressants with us, and we'll take some aspirin too. Hey, there's a flu shot here. Maybe just go inject yourself with the flu shot. Why not? You no longer need to fear the flu, at least for some time. All right. Hey, this doesn't seem to be alarmed. Okay. No, I take it back. It's definitely alarmed. Okay. Please let there be something here. There's antifungal drugs. Antifungal drugs. There we go. We live. Maybe. Maybe. We'll take the antipsychotics as well, because who knows where we're going to end up after this. We'll take the codeine, take the aspirin. Oh my gosh. Yes. There's some injectable iron here as well. More antidepressants. I feel like we probably have enough, but I guess you never know. Oh man, there was like we've discovered one thing so far of antifungal drugs. I'm guessing this is just a bathroom. We're gonna take those right now. Antifungal drug. Okay, you feel a burning sensation slowly radiating throughout your skin. Good. We are probably going to need to take more of that. We took a weak antibiotic earlier. We also have antifungals. Is it going to be enough? Is it going to be enough? Because here's the thing. Because we've got that now, we've got 5 of them. Theoretically, we could expose ourselves to it again and then, treat ourselves afterwards. Let's have a quick look at this vehicle and see what it's like. Diesel security system is damaged. Oh, the engine's faulty and it's also draining. Okay. Oh, that is huge. That is massive for us. Okay, so we also have that electronics store and we have an apartment tower there. Okay, so I want to kind of head back in this direction because the electronics store did seem to have like some housing over the top of it. We could potentially try and wait things out in there. I don't think there are going to be any electronics that we necessarily want to grab. A mess kit, sure. Did we actually have a mess kit beforehand? No, we didn't. Okay, heavy batteries, solar cells, another bathroom down here. Okay, all right, we are going to head upstairs, ideally, which I'm assuming is probably behind one of these doors. Okay, where are the stairs? Because we definitely saw housing up top. Yeah, okay, we did. There's a downspout that we can climb up. Is there another way to access that from the outside then? I'm guessing. Yeah, okay. Interesting. Yeah, and this is the building here. Okay. Oh my gosh. We may live. We may live yet. This is wild. I was not anticipating this. This is such a cool little house. Having the planters outside as well, that's really, really neat. There is actually curtains here. I was going to say, sucks that the bedroom doesn't have any curtains. It does. Okay, so as it stands, we have taken antifungals. I think we wait and see what that does for us. Let's have a look at using some antiseptic on our wounds, see if we need to. It does look like we need to. We'll just use some basic wipes on everything else, so I'm fine with that being good. The other ones aren't as damaged, so they're not going to be as, well, they don't need as good of a coverage. We're going to go bandage up the rest of these wounds. We're going to bandage everything as well, just so that we recover overnight. I am very, very happy that we found what we needed to there, but we ain't out the woods yet. No, we're still we're firmly in the woods. Let's put those earplugs in for now. We are going to put the axe away and we're going to take the assault rifle out and we're just going to go and reload that. We're also going to reload our sidearm before we go to sleep because that just seems like the smart thing to do. Okay, that's all reloaded. All right, we're very thirsty still. Was there anything that we could drink in the kitchen? We should also close the damn bedroom door. Let's close that curtain. Right, soy milk. Let's go knock back some of that. Very thirsty still. What's going to quench us right now? Vegetable salad will quench us and it will actually give us some calories at the same time. We're feeling full, so we won't be able to drink much else, but we can drink a hard seltzer. There we go. Nice. Feeling much better after that. Okay, we will take some aspirin as well, and then we are going to try and sleep and see how that goes for us. No alarm. That's fine, right? Let's continue. Oh, we spasm suddenly. We cough, we smell and taste like mushrooms. Okay, all right, we'll stop trying to fall asleep there. Hang on. The itching in your skin fades away. We did it. We beat it. The antifungals did it. Hot damn. We are alive. We are alive. Now let's get to sleeping. Toss and turn, but finally Hilton does rest. Alive somehow. Here, he can take a moment to let his body mend. He wasn't suffering any terribly significant damage. His torso was rather injured, but not in a way that was going to take a long time to heal. And as he awakes this morn, 7:25 a.m., he does so, ready for what he needs to do. Fire needs to find its way to the center of that fungal field. That's going to be really difficult to accomplish. Getting past the wall of flame is next to impossible, But he does have fire extinguishers in the back of his pickup truck. Maybe, just maybe, he can do something there. It will mean exposing himself to those spores once again, but he knows how to beat it now. Hilton can, Hilton will. Or, with this renewed lease of life, he just says, stuff it. And you know what? I think that psychosis that he has, the psychopathy that he is experiencing, I think maybe he's done enough. He has started the fire. He has started the flames that could eventually, in time, consume that fungal tower. We still have his goal, after all, and we can't ignore that. Hilton knows what he needs, what he wants. He needs to be in the sky once more. Yes, I think that is the right path, the right choice. Onwards we will go, driving as far as we need to until Hilton finds what he needs. For now, he lives yet another day. And Legionnaires, I ask you all, if you enjoyed today's episode, please consider leaving a comment or a like to let me know if you enjoyed the show. As for now, I have been Rycon. You have all been awesome. And until next time, stay tuned.